Welcome back to Hungarians in the Kitchen. We've taken a little sabbatical because we've been trying to figure out, like, what have we not made that is still a traditional Hungarian recipe that I grew up with, but that is also in the category of being low carb, since we have moved to that way of eating in our family. So because it is summer, and because we, thank you, Mom, Marta, to our fabulous garden, we have eggplants that we just harvested this week. And then also, one of the other reasons we've been waiting is because we wanted to wait for my dad, Laszlo, very special appearance from Florida. And they probably both have their own ways of making this recipe.
I have my own way, definitely.
I know you do. And we'll go along with it. But first things first, so you have your eggplant, and of course that's the main ingredient of this dish. We're going to grate onions.
First, give me the eggplant. I have to put it in the oven, but first I have to punch it with the, so it's gonna get
with a fork.
Really nicely cooked. Baked
I feel
inside.
like punch my arms.
Can you make?
Now we have to take this off.
And then can you make slivers, or does it have to be fork?
No. It has to be just
has to be fork.
A little hole.
Because sometimes you can do slivers with a knife.
No.
Okay.
With the knife you put there love.
No, definitely. No, it definitely has to be just you know. I told you I have my own way.
Yes, you do. Now, do you do
No,
this?
I don't do that.
So what happens if you don't put the holes in there?
First of all, it's gonna get much faster, bake much faster when you put the hole.
And then do you put this on a cookie sheet?
No, in
or in a bowl?
Aluminum.
You wrap it in aluminum?
Yeah.
You wrap it? No, you don't wrap that. It has to bake like this.
Oh my goodness.
No,
Okay.
definitely.
If you
Why do you wrap
like
it?
this, the
juices.
juice you are gonna lose.
You see how many juice is gonna inside.
Oh.
Okay, you have a sheet that we can put it on?
Yep, we'll put it on a sheet. Right here.
Let's doing one.
With aluminum.
No. We're not gonna ruin it. No. It has to be like this.
But that is an option for people. Is you lose this one, maybe the next one you win.
Anyway, this is the way how my mother did. That's how I make it all the time, and it comes out good. How many times we made this?
Well,
many
here's the
times.
thing. Some people, when they bake their potatoes, they wrap them in aluminum foil. Some people don't.
I don't.
Okay, so we'll put it in for about an hour. And
Only two?
we will come back after it's done. Before we go, want to have your ingredients ready. We've got mayonnaise, and I have two different kinds because we are moving towards mayonnaise based with avocado oil. We are moving away from seed oils. This is the last of our traditional mayonnaise, so whatever you're used to. And then olive oil, and and then salt. We talked about the lemon and the onion.
Black pepper.
Well, that's optional.
Yeah, so that'll be to taste.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have it in the oven.
And the tools.
And our tools. Definitely grater. You could use a food processor to get a really fine onion, and a bowl to stir it all
It's
in.
empty now.
And what is the name of this dish? We haven't really talked about it. We just call it
The eggplant spread.
an eggplant spread. Okay.
Yeah.
And Because this is the primary way that you use eggplant.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do fry it. I think we might have a video on that.
I think we do. You did. I think we did the frying. Yes.
And then this we usually will
Slice up nicely tomato and put it
and it's also tomato season and pepper season. So we'll definitely show how we serve it. Generally, I grew up with it being served on bread, which we're not going to do because we're low carb. But we can use it as a dip for all of our yummy vegetables.
Yeah.
And yeah, there we have it. All right, so we're back. And actually, we noticed that after 35 minutes, our eggplant was done.
They were not very big, not very fat, so that's why it took less than an hour.
So yeah. So should we take it out of the oven and show people what it looks like? Oh.
With this.
Should we go ahead and...
Wait.
Oh, good. My mother, the warrior. All right. Oh, that smells so good. So here's one of the things. Do you see that we're using a plastic knife? Why is that, Mom?
If you use a regular knife, the eggplant gets black.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You don't want. Very dark, you know, and you want to keep it very nice and light.
Okay. So
Like the two dead men. You see?
So you're cutting the core off. That looks hot.
Okay, and then you cut it.
And would you say this is a summer dish as well?
And now,
see how nicely done in the middle?
It's very, very soft. Which, if your eggplant is not soft when you take it out, you probably need to put it back because it's not.
If it's not done, then you're gonna
have a failed
can't even
dish.
cut it really down for small to make it really smooth.
Yep.
Okay, so now we just.
So you're gonna separate the skin, and look how easily it comes off. And sometimes you might want to wait until your eggplant is cool, so this is easier.
Yes, sometimes you want to wait, but right now.
And would you say that this is also a summer dish, right? Because
yeah, it is a summer dish because when we grow up, when I grew up, this was only this time of the year, usually August. When,
so you're eating it seasonally when the eggplant is coming to fruit.
Yes. Now they can eat it all year round because probably everywhere you can have eggplant all year round.
But because this is a dip, we're actually eating it once it has cooled down, and so it's another it's another cool dish. And again, you know, in the winter you're less likely to eat those cooling dishes.
So now what we do, I cut up.
And I'm noticing that, you know, with some of like squash and things like that, when you're making it, you take out the seeds, but with this you leave the seeds in.
Well, the seed basically gonna be disappearing. You're not gonna see it when the dish is ready. You won't even see the seeds.
So and it's really soft. You're hardly really needing it to cut. It's almost like you're mashing it at the same time.
Yeah, because it was done really well. I mean, and because it's fresh. Because sometimes when you buy and it's not really fresh, it was staying in a store 2-3 weeks. It gets like kind of gummy.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't really make it really nice. But this is, I just took it from the garden 2 days ago, so.
So we're really plugging eating seasonally and eating locally, like as local as your backyard. And eggplant is pretty easy to grow. You need warm weather.
Yes, you just plant out. Probably it was June this year because it was a very late spring. So it was around June 10th.
Sure.
When we planted out.
Maybe June 11th.
Maybe June 11th. Put it in here.
I don't know the name of that variety. Do you know the name of the variety of eggplant?
This is the Black Beauty.
Okay, so if you're looking for seeds, look for the Black Beauty.
That's the Black
And you
Beauty.
have the
Those are
white
the large.
English.
No, no. This is like the large, nicely shiny eggplant. So this is what you're looking for.
The next thing that we're gonna make is the onion. We're gonna cut it up, and we're gonna go ahead and, so you can see it, I'm gonna take off all of the skin. Never want to use skin unless you're dyeing fabric. Then you want the onion skin. And if you've never done that before, it makes a beautiful golden yellow.
Yes.
So we had a discussion in a previous meal that we were making cucumber salad, and that we were talking about, do you use an onion, do you not use an onion? So I'm going to pose the question with this, do we use garlic or no garlic?
No,
No
garlic.
No garlic, okay.
This
And
one
you
has
agree with
the
that?
onion.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
this I never put garlic
Yeah.
in.
So what side are we going to use?
Yeah, I think
that
this
one?
side, yeah.
Okay. So,
No, here.
Or in the other,
so you
other
want to,
plate.
No, he has to be here. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, but you can do with the other plate and the other plate.
Why do you
put
want to
that.
do that?
then there's more
Right.
stuff to wash. So you have it directly go in. Dad, you would do it on a plate.
Why do you want to put it on a plate?
It's easier.
Why it's easier? It's not easy here. You're gonna have to take it over after I have this in my eye. You see, when I do this, I keep my onion in the fridge for a day, and
And you don't have that? Well, we can all take turns. Is it because the little molecules are hitting your eyes already?
yeah.
Yeah.
You take from me now, you're gonna finish this.
And so Mom, the way I do it is I just use a food processor.
So why don't you do the food processor?
Well,
So we don't have to suffer here.
this is the traditional way. I mean, not everybody has a food processor.
Yeah, but they can try it.
Yep. So
Why
just so
don't we
you,
try it? It's a lot of onion.
okay, we'll take the food processor out. So if you have a food processor, you'll find out how it is. Here's our food processor. Dad, can you plug it in over there on the side? Oh. There we go. Those might be too big. We'll see. We'll see what the food processor does. Mom? Is this good?
Can you stop it? Let me see. Let me see. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Perfect. So we don't have to suffer it.
No suffering.
Yeah.
Don't want suffering.
Nobody says so. You was choose the suffering.
No, because they were saying that they want to make it the traditional way. But
yeah.
if we can do it this
Well,
way, I mean, why not make
Yeah, but
it?
some
That's
people
really
has not
intense.
even electricity enough to have this.
Even if you use a food processor, we're gonna.
Okay.
Woo, that's intense.
Oh, this is great.
My goodness.
This is great. You're not gonna have like little pieces of onion in
So
your
you
mouth.
really don't want that.
No, you don't want that. You definitely want to have it nice and smooth.
And now coming the mayonnaise.
No,
Oh,
not yet.
No.
Only the oil.
So
First I put a little salt. Well, this is, you said, a half a spoon?
half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. So,
Oh my gosh. That really is bothering my eyes.
okay, there's
All
a
right.
little pieces. So now we put the onion, we put the oil. Wait, we don't do that, not yet.
Not yet.
Take the oil. And now, can I have a small spoon? A teaspoon?
Sure.
So 1 teaspoon at a time.
Okay.
Because we don't want the oil to...
But depends how many you have inside, 4 or 2 or 7.
Nobody makes 7 eggplant unless you have a wedding.
I made, or 8 if you want to know.
Okay, so now the trick is that all the oil has to be really, really smoothed out. I mean, inside the eggplant, you don't have to really taste the oil, but that's the way.
You want it to integrate.
Very much so. And you do it little by little.
So half teaspoon at a time?
1 teaspoon.
Half it. Oh, right, 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon
That's right.
at a time, yes.
Have you added any salt yet?
I did.
Okay.
Half a teaspoon.
Okay.
You said this one.
Yep. So there's a big chunk of onion,
Okay,
and
then-
you've been removing those.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
So typically you wouldn't make more than this.
No,
right?
of course not.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if
Okay.
I find a very big one, then one
You just
is
have
enough. Because
Okay.
it's...
And really the reason why you are grating your onion is because you don't want to feel the onion in your mouth. Right?
Yes,
But you want to
yes.
have the flavor of the onion.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So how many teaspoons was 3 already?
Yes.
I think so. And you're not tasting it, so you're just assuming.
I think
The
it's
thing
enough
is-
because that is a little bit.
The thing is, I'm going to taste it after, because you can always add salt in it.
Sure.
I don't want to get too
Or
salty.
lemon.
The lemon at the very end, but I don't want
Or
to get
mayonnaise.
too salty.
Okay.
The mayonnaise is never too much. Actually, if I have for the next day to freshen up a little bit, I put a little bit more mayonnaise before I eat it.
Okay.
So,
Because it kind of dries out a little bit.
yeah.
Right.
And you wanted to
So this is
feel,
5.
you know, make it fresh. And oil.
The hard physically work is mine. The
Yes.
talking is there.
You just do it. Wait 1 second. Here is a piece.
Now you see the big high technology and you pick up.
Well,
If
you
you
know,
let me to cut with that.
No. You would have this big all over it. Don't tell me.
the reason
because-
that happened, Dad, is because we didn't bring down some of the onions from the side of the food processor, and then we wouldn't have that.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
No, take that out.
Oh. So that was
7.
7 or 8. We'll have the recipe finalized. Okay, so the thing is, you don't want to dump all 8 teaspoons in at the beginning.
No. That's the trick. That's the trick, that it has to be little by little.
Sure.
Just like when you make mayonnaise, you do it very little at a time.
Think it's ready?
Well,
This may gonna be greasy.
Yeah.
So this is, so in terms of it being low carb, you know, eggplant is not necessarily,
It's not a very high carb,
No.
but it's still, you know,
eggplant doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. It's not like a pumpkin or a squash or something.
Or more than that.
Well, we're counting how many spoonfuls.
take it.
So
from
that's 1.
my spoon. Take it from my spoon like that. Okay. All right. You do it and then we add.
This almost have to be white, not white like this, but
But wait a minute. You have to wait
okay.
until the end.
Yeah, so she's just adding it 1 at a time, so we know
Yes.
what, you don't want to do more at the beginning and then have too much, because you don't want it to be mayonnaise with eggplant.
No.
Yeah.
You want it to be eggplant with mayonnaise. So you're doing heaping tablespoons.
Yes. Okay.
And again, this is going to be a dish where we're not going to eat right now. We're going to put it in the refrigerator.
It has to be nice and cool. Yes,
Right.
Definitely. For some reason, even the taste is different when it gets cool and nicely cooled down.
I think it gets more milder somehow, and it also takes time for all the flavors to blend. Is your hand getting tired, Dad?
No.
No? Okay. Now, do you think that this dish is traditional Hungarian? Because I always think that this is like a Middle Eastern.
So it's a Mediterranean.
Right.
Mediterranean, yeah.
Where probably they
Iraq,
have...
Palestinian,
No,
Israel.
Italy?
Italy, yeah, definitely. It's definitely on the place.
And
Greece, where they have all year round, they can have eggplant.
Wow.
It's one of those places.
Sure.
Let me put one more and let's see. Okay.
And the way you know that it's ready for you is by color. You were saying it has to really be
by the taste.
You taste a little bit.
Okay. And I see that there's a lemon left that we're going to be using, and you put that in at the very end.
Even now you can put to be mixed
the lemon.
Yep, we have to cut it in half.
Give me that lemon, please.
And the reason you're using the lemon is because
it tastes good.
and healthy, and tastes good, and neat.
It's like the end of the dish, you finish the dish.
Okay.
You don't want really soury.
Sure.
But you want to have like a little extra.
I'm wondering if it brings out the acid flavor, if it brings out more of the eggplant.
Yeah, probably.
So we just used a lemon squeezer. Squeezed it out, and so that's about a half of a lemon. I think that was probably about, not quite a teaspoon, but just about. And that's it.
I have to taste it.
Yeah.
I have to see if you have to put more
salt.
You don't put black pepper in this?
You can put it on the top.
Too sour?
No, it's good. It's good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our taste testers, and we'll have them taste it as well. Ready? All right, so we're back with our taste testers, and they've grown up with this dish, but every dish is different. So I have, it's not low carb, but I have some pretzels in here. You girls, why don't you each?
You can eat it with celery, with carrot.
Yep.
And it's going to taste better.
And with bread, if you're still eating bread.
Definitely, it's a good dish for a bread.
Yep.
And it's going to taste better when it's cooler.
Yep. Yeah, and we just finished this, so it's still kind of warm, room temperature. And once it cools down, the flavor actually becomes milder. And I think it's tastier
and
even that way.
And also we can put black pepper on the
Yes, so if you like black pepper, you can certainly use that as well. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy your eggplant dish when you make yours.
Thank you.
I need a fork because I have to punch the eggplant.
Do you need a bowl?
I need to punch the eggplant too.
The oven.
Do you need any cutting?
Oh, that's too big,
any knives?
Monica. That's too big.
And the half
No, you're King Laszlo.
Hello, and welcome back to Hungarians in the Kitchen. We've taken a little bit of a sabbatical, I guess, because we've been just... And in Hungarian, what is it called?
Well, in
We don't know,
Hungarian,
Salad, no? Salad.
it's not really a salad. It's we just called it vinette, and
Okay.
then we know that.
Right.